Morning, dear professor and my fellow batchmates. My name is Saurav, and my topic of discussion is voltmeter and multimeter, especially their specifications and significance. What is an electronic voltmeter? It is an instrument which measures the voltage in a circuit, and we represent it as, and we usually represent it as letter V by enclosing in a circle, and there are different types of voltmeter, but there are mainly two types of voltmeter. One is analog and the other is digital. The analog one is you have the reading in first step that when you put the voltmeter into a circuit, it deviates itself to the point where it needs to present the number. In a digital one, you just see the numeric value of the voltage. Here are some of the specifications of an electronic voltmeter. First of all, what's the measurement range? It is, see, we use smaller voltmeters in labs, but we use bigger ones at homes, and industrial experts use even higher ranges of voltmeter. A voltmeter can range from 0 to 10 volts, 0 to 100 volts, and even higher than that. The next specification is accuracy. What's the accuracy of an voltmeter? The accuracy of an voltmeter indicates that if it's written 1%, it indicates that it is precise. If his voltage is coming to a certain end, it gives us specific rate that it is deviating from just 1%, either negative or positive. The third one is power source. We can give it power by AC mains or batteries, or sometimes with both. It depends on their capability. The fourth one is resolution. What's the resolution? The higher the resolution, the better the voltmeter. The last is sampling rating. It is very useful when there are voltage fluctuations because it takes voltage readings as per second. It takes voltage readings per second. That's the main. Now we will jump on to the significance of it. The first significance is accurate voltage measurements. Electronic voltage provides accurate reading of voltage levels. It shows you the exact voltage what is supplied to the circuit. The second is versatility. It has a really versatile range. It can vary from 10 volts, 100 volts, 1000 volts, depending on which one you are using. Third is quick and real-time measurements. It gives you quick and real-time measurements, like when we put our voltmeter into a circuit. It just gives us the accurate reading of it. If the voltage is really high, we can just fix it by reducing the electricity. That's the benefit of voltmeter. It is non-intrusive. It is essentially non-intrusive. Why? Because it doesn't make any changes in the circuit. It helps us take a reading of it. And the last is safety. Electronic voltmeters are very safe. They are insulated inside, and there is an overloading circuit inside. That if the voltage crosses it, it stops working. So the electrician or any other one don't get a shock. Now let's jump on to multimeter. What is a multimeter? As from the name we can see, it's meter which can do several things. Multimeter is a device which can measure voltage as well as current and resistance. So now we'll see the significant specifications of it. Voltage measurements, as we have seen in the voltmeter, the multimeter can also take voltage measurements really accurately. Second is current measurement. It shows the maximum current, either it is AC or DC. It shows both of them. Resistance. displays the maximum resistance that the circuit is having. For this continuity check, the multimeter generally emits a beep when it gets an overload of electricity. And lastly, we have diode test. It has the ability to check the diodes that if they are working properly or not. Now we will see the significance of it. What's the significance of a multimeter? Firstly, it measures the voltage like the voltmeter, but it is more preferred by electricians and everyone else. Second is current measurement. It also measures the current. And lastly, resistance testing. That it can determine the resistance at different components of it. The diode and continuity testing. Multimeter equipped with diode and continuity testing functions allow quicker checks of diode. Like you can just put in the multimeter and can check whether it's working or not. Or we need to do something with it. Lastly, it's safety assurance. What's the safety? Multimeters comes with great safety insurance by insulating it with fused leads and overload protection.